Welcome back. The All-Star break is over and the MLB season's second half is here. This is where contenders rise, pretenders fall, and every game matters more than ever. Today, I'm breaking down my power rankings for the stretch run. Who's peaking, who's built for October, and which dark horses could shake up the league. From Chicago to LA, the storylines are electric and the stakes are sky high. Grab your favorite ballpark snack and let's dive in. The road to the World Series starts now. And now, taking the coveted #1 spot, it's the Chicago Cubs. After years of rebuilding and anticipation, the Northsiders have finally clawed their way to the top. Yes, really. Believe it or not, the Cubs are the real deal. The friendly confines are buzzing with excitement, and even the most skeptical fans are starting to believe. It's not just their record that's impressive. Sure, wins and losses matter, but there's more to this team than just a favorable win-loss column. It's how they're winning that truly sets them apart. These aren't just lucky wins, they're dominant performances, showcasing a team firing on all cylinders. Their run differential leads baseball by a significant margin. They're not just winning games, they're often blowing teams out, demonstrating their offensive firepower and pitching prowess, showing dominance on both sides of the ball. It's a complete team effort, with contributions coming from every player on the roster. The rotation is quietly brilliant, exceeding all expectations. Shota Imanaga has been a revelation, and the rest of the staff is consistently delivering quality starts, and the bullpen is shutting doors in the late innings. They've become a reliable force, securing victories and preventing opponents from mounting comebacks. And the offense is relentless, constantly putting pressure on opposing pitchers. From top to bottom, the lineup is filled with dangerous hitters capable of changing the game with one swing. This team bounces back from tough series with remarkable resilience. They don't let setbacks define them. Instead, they use them as motivation to come back stronger. And plays with a confidence you can feel radiating from the dugout to the stands. There's a palpable sense of belief within this team, and it's contagious. Manager Craig Counsell has them aggressive on the base paths and in the batter's box. He's instilled a winning mentality and empowered his players to take risks. Smart and fundamentally sound in all aspects of the game, they minimize mistakes and capitalize on their opponent's errors. They manufacture runs when they need to, finding ways to score even when the big hits aren't falling, and play elite defense, preventing runs and making highlight reel plays on a nightly basis. And don't beat themselves with costly errors or mental mistakes. They play clean, disciplined baseball, a true championship formula combining talent, execution, and a winning attitude. The key now, can they keep this up with the target squarely on their back? The pressure is on, and the road ahead won't be easy. Every opponent treats them like a playoff game, bringing their A game and leaving everything on the field. And how they handle that pressure, those high-stakes moments, will ultimately define their season and determine their fate. But for now, the Cubs have undeniably earned the top spot, proving their worth with consistent performance and unwavering determination. The numbers and the eye test agree. This team is built for October, possessing all the necessary ingredients for a deep playoff run. They're the team to beat as the second half begins, setting the stage for a thrilling and competitive stretch run. Watching them defend this spot, navigate the challenges, and strive for greatness will undoubtedly be one of the season's best and most captivating stories. Number 2, no surprise, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Their lineup is a nightmare. Betts, Ohtani, Freeman. Pitch around one, the next one's just as dangerous. Even when pitching falters, their offense can outscore anyone. Despite injuries, young arms have stepped up, and as they get healthy, this rotation could be the league's best. The Dodgers' postseason standard is sky high. They're not satisfied with just getting there. Early playoff exits have fueled their hunger. Every move is made with October in mind. The key, stay healthy and keep the pitching sharp. They have the talent, resources, and motivation to win it all. Anything less than a deep run is a disappointment. The Dodgers are a true juggernaut. Expect them in the thick of it come October. One of baseball's best stories, the Detroit Tigers. Few expected them to contend, but their rise is real. It starts with electric young pitching. Tarek Skubal is an ace, and the rotation is full of fearless arms. Offensively, they play gritty, smart baseball, aggressive base running, timely hits, and contributions up and down the lineup. Riley Green and Spencer Torkelson are emerging stars. Manager A.J. Hinch has instilled confidence and resilience. They don't get rattled, they expect to win. The big question, can this young core handle the grind and pressure of a pennant race? The AL Central is a battle, but Detroit has shown they're up for it. Playoffs or not, this season is already a massive success. The Tigers have put the league on notice. Detroit is back, and they're not going away. Next up, the Milwaukee Brewers, baseball's model of consistency. They don't have the biggest payroll or the flashiest stars, but they win with pitching, defense, and a clear identity. Their rotation and bullpen are always among the league's best, no matter the injuries. Offensively, they've added athleticism and energy, with William Contreras shining at catcher. They play aggressive, pressure-filled baseball. What sets them apart is their resilience. No long losing streaks, always bouncing back. The even-keeled approach comes from strong leadership and a steady manager. Their style, dominant pitching, lockdown bullpen, and a pesky offense, is built for October. They know who they are and execute perfectly. Don't overlook the Brewers this fall. They're fundamentally sound and always a threat. Expect them to make noise in the postseason. When you're talking about the titans of baseball, the teams that consistently contend, you can't talk power rankings without mentioning the New York Yankees. They're a team that demands attention. They've had their share of ups and downs, every team does. It's part of the long season. But when they're clicking, when the bats are hot and the pitching is sharp, they look absolutely unstoppable. A force to be reckoned with. The Judge-Soto duo is a nightmare for opposing pitchers, a constant threat in the heart of the lineup. Power that can change a game with one swing, plate discipline that extends at-bats and wears down starters, and the undeniable ability to carry the entire offense on their shoulders when needed. They are a dynamic duo. The real strength of this team, though, might just be the starting rotation, a group that's finding its stride. Rodon is finally back and healthy, giving them a veteran presence on the mound. And Luis Gil's unexpected emergence as a frontline starter has been absolutely huge for this team's aspirations. Those deep starts from the rotation are invaluable, taking significant pressure off both the offense and the bullpen, allowing for strategic rest and deployment. The biggest challenge they face? Health and the overall depth of the lineup. They simply can't rely solely on the production of two star players to carry them through the season. The bottom of the order absolutely needs to step up and provide consistent contributions if they want to make a true World Series run. With the trade deadline looming ever closer, the question is, will they look to add another impact bat to lengthen the lineup or bolster the pitching staff with another reliable arm? On paper, the Yankees certainly have all the pieces necessary for a championship-caliber team, but ultimately, it's about putting all those pieces together and peaking at precisely the right time in October. The pressure to win is always on in New York. It's part of the pinstripes. The second half of the season will be a true test of their championship mettle, revealing whether they can handle the intensity. Can they rise to the occasion when it matters most and deliver on the high expectations? Only time will tell. The Houston Astros, postseason regulars, started slow, but don't count them out. Their offense, led by Altuve, Alvarez, and Tucker, is still elite. They work counts, avoid strikeouts, and have game-changing power. The question is pitching. Injuries have forced young arms into big roles. Valdez and Verlander anchor the staff, but consistency is needed from the rest. What makes Houston dangerous is their October experience. They don't flinch in big moments. That calm gives them a mental edge over younger teams. Watch for them to be active at the trade deadline, likely seeking another starter. If the rotation solidifies, they're a nightmare in a short series. The Astros are lurking, and the sleeping giant may be waking up. The AL should be on alert. Houston's not done yet. The Atlanta Braves entered as favorites, but adversity struck. Acuna and Strider lost for the year. Most teams would crumble, but the Braves' depth and culture keep them in the hunt. Marcell Ozuna's comeback, Riley and Olsen's steady bats, and Chris Sale's resurgence have been crucial. They're grinding out wins, forging resilience that could pay off in October. The big question, do they have enough offense without Acuna? They'll need continued production from their core and others to step up. The NL East is no cakewalk. They'll have to fight for every win. Don't count them out. This team has pride, talent, and playoff experience. Their pitching and grit make them dangerous. The Braves are battle-tested. They're still a major threat. October could be their redemption story. The Philadelphia Phillies are no longer underdogs. They're dominant and aiming for the division crown. Their rotation, Wheeler, Nola, and Suarez, is a playoff nightmare. The offense is deep. Harper leads Bohm's breakout, Turner's speed, and Schwarber's power. There are no easy outs in this lineup. The Phillies play with swagger and feed off the electric home crowd. They expect to win and play with championship confidence. The path is clear: win the division, avoid the wild card, and stay healthy. If the rotation holds up, they have all the ingredients to finish what they started 2 years ago. This team is a legitimate World Series favorite. The Phillies are built for October. The rest of the league should take notice. Phillies ready for the crown. The San Diego Padres find themselves at a critical juncture. The season is unfolding, and the team stands at a crossroads facing challenges and opportunities that will determine their fate. They possess undeniable star power and a substantial payroll, yet their performance has been marked by frustrating inconsistency. The expectations were high coming into the season, but the results on the field haven't always matched the investment. Their lineup, spearheaded by the electrifying Fernando Tatis Jr., the ever-reliable Manny Machado, and the consistent Luis Arraez, should be among the league's elite offensive units. On paper, this is a fearsome trio capable of carrying the team. However, questions about team chemistry and timely, clutch hitting have plagued them throughout the season. They've struggled to string together consistent performances, often leaving runners stranded and failing to capitalize on key opportunities. The starting rotation has faced significant challenges, particularly after losing key arms to injury and other circumstances. The acquisition of Dylan Cease certainly provides a boost, but overall depth remains a concern. Without consistent and reliable starting pitching, the pressure mounts on both the offense to score early and often, and on the bullpen to hold leads late in games. Despite these challenges, the underlying talent on this Padres team is undeniable. If they can find their rhythm and get on a hot streak, they absolutely have the potential to make a deep playoff run. With the playoff picture tightening, urgency is paramount. Every single game carries significant weight as they fight for their postseason aspirations. A strategic trade to acquire another quality starting pitcher could prove to be a crucial turning point in their season. However, strong leadership and accountability from within the clubhouse are equally, if not more, important. Tatis and Machado, as the team's established stars, must step up and rally the entire clubhouse, fostering a winning mentality. They need to rediscover that missing element of grit and determination that separates good teams from great ones. The Padres' season hangs precariously in the balance, with every game carrying immense significance. The way they respond to this pivotal moment will ultimately define this particular group of players and their legacy. The potential for success is undoubtedly there. It's officially make-or-break time for the San Diego Padres. Rounding out the top 10, the Seattle Mariners. They're built on pitching Castillo, Kirby, Gilbert, Miller, Wu, an elite rotation that gives them a chance every night. The offense is the question mark. Julio Rodriguez is a star, but they need more consistency from the lineup. Too often they rely on the long ball. Manufacturing runs is the next step. Defensively, they're solid, with Cal Raleigh leading the young staff. Their run prevention is their identity. The Mariners are well positioned to win the division. If they add a bat at the deadline and get more from the offense, they're a real October threat. No one wants to face this rotation in a short series. Seattle is built for playoff baseball. They could be a very tough out. Watch out for the Mariners down the stretch. That's the rundown. Contenders rising, divisions tight, and wild card races set to go down to the wire. This is what baseball fans live for every night, everything on the line. Who's overrated? Who's the dark horse? Drop your takes and predictions in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more MLB updates. We'll be back as the playoff picture sharpens. Until next time, enjoy the games.